Meron tayong re-reviewin mga kapatid about Tesla. Okay, so ito ang Tesla. Re-reviewin natin to. So paano ba buksan ang pinto ng Tesla? So yan, bukas. Okay, so wala siyang handle, tutulak. And then ito ang Tesla. Tignan natin kung anong meron sa Tesla, kung magugustuhan niya ba ang Tesla o hindi. So seatbelt muna tayo. Hi Kuya Kevin, how good is the Tesla car is? What do you recommend? It's better, it's good to buy or what?
It's probably personal taste. As far as performance is concerned, it's very good. It's very fast. I think that's probably because there's minimal moving parts. So the power is direct. What I don't like about it is that the experience inside is very it's like alien. Everything is automated. There are so many controls. The control panel, the screen, has got so much detail on it. It's very confusing in the beginning. Even when when braking, you take your foot off the accelerator and it will automatically brake.
What about Kevin? First time to drive this car, the
It's
electric Tesla.
very confusing the first time.
Can you drive straight away, or
No,
what do you need to do?
You need some instruction from somebody who knows how to drive it.
So if your first time to drive this, you have to learn first all the gadgets inside.
Yeah.
So like example, to start the car, or
well, the thing to know is that as soon as you get into the car, it starts automatically. You don't even realize, but it's already started.
You need a key, or
No, you don't need a key. It all runs off an app. So you just install an app, either on Apple or gone blank, the other one. So
this one have a gear stick to drive? How you can?
It's got a gear stick up here. It looks like a blinker arm.
Yeah.
And it's a bit confusing too, at least in the beginning. It's basically to drive, you press down.
So that's drive.
That's drive.
And what about neutral?
Neutral, up one click.
Yeah.
And you actually see up here on the screen.
Yeah.
So it's in park. If we press right down, it goes to drive. Up one click, take you neutral.
And what about reverse?
Up another click. No, up all the way. You got to press it up all the way to go to reverse.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah. And then to go to park,
Yeah.
which took me a little while to work out. It's a button on the end of the gear stick. You got to press it in
And what's that press button?
to go into park.
To park.
Yeah.
So if someone buy this and then drive straight away,
There's no chance.
No chance.
No
So
chance.
how long you take? How many minutes or how many hours to figure out everything inside before you start to drive?
To figure out as much as you need to know to drive home, probably to get the feel of it takes about half an hour to an hour. But to get to know all of the features will take you days, if not weeks.
Days.
Yeah.
So that's how you recommend this.
Yeah. Thing I don't like about it, not specifically Tesla. I mean, this would apply to any
electric car.
Yeah. is that with the standard battery, so you can get premium batteries, but with the standard battery that the car comes with, a full charge will take an hour. It'll cost you around about $35 to $40,
Yep.
and you only get 400 kilometers.
400.
Yeah.
And how do you, where do you check if your battery is it's getting low?
Oh, it tells you on the screen.
On the screen
yeah.
while driving.
Yeah. So at the moment I can see that I've got 352 kilometers left.
Yeah.
When it gets low, it comes up with another diagram showing you that the battery is depleted.
If getting low, how many more kilometer to get to the charging station?
Basically until it hits zero.
Hit zero.
Yeah.
So you have to charge.
Yeah.
Is the car still running? If you're
If you're at 1%, it'll still run.
it's still run.
Yeah.
And
but
how far is that?
Once it hits zero, I'm not sure. Well, no, sorry, not 1%. If it hits 1 kilometer,
1 kilometer.
yeah, it'll still run. But I suspect that once it goes from 1 kilometer to zero, it'll just cut out.
Cut out.
Yeah.
So not recommend to, if you travel somewhere in the bush area,
Where there aren't
the mountains,
where there aren't a lot of charging stations. No,
not
way.
recommended.
Yeah.
And to open the door, I don't see any lever here.
Yeah, it took me a bit to find it. So there's a button
Yeah.
up on the handrest,
Yeah, that to
right
open
on the left.
Yep,
Yeah,
just to open the door.
yeah.
Okay. This car is still running now or not?
Yeah, it's running.
It's running. Okay, can we drive, Kuya Kevin?
Sure.
So that we can. So that's the big screen. Huh? How big is this one?
I don't know.
But everything is here.
Yeah. Your navigation comes up by default. I must say one thing I do like is the navigation system. It's very, very good.
Very good.
Yeah. Another thing I do like is the distance checking. It's very accurate.
Accurate.
Yeah. I've tested it at home, and if it says 74 centimeters, it's 74 centimeters. So you can be pretty comfortable reversing into tight spots or whatever.
And now, Kuya Kevin, can you recommend this electric car, any electric car, to some person?
As I said, I think it's a personal preference, but from my own point of view, I really don't like the all electric because I feel restricted by the 400 kilometers, which is pretty limited, really. I mean, even with my Jeep on a full tank, I get about 500 kilometers. So I think 400 is a bit limited, and so as soon as you run out of power, you got to pull in. You got to find a charge station. Then you got to pull in there and charge. It takes about a full hour to charge it to full.
So you have to wait.
So you have to wait, and then it's going to cost you about $45. Now, if you compare that with a tank of petrol, that's actually expensive. So the EV is not cheap to run. There's
In total, Kuya Kevin, which one is cheaper to run, petrol or electric? Maintenance, and also for the maintenance.
I really don't know. I can't comment on that because I've not had to. Well, this is actually not my car. It's my son's car, and I don't know how much he spends on maintenance.
But it's not cheap, huh?
No, it wouldn't be cheap. It wouldn't be cheap. So,
What about to use the aircon?
to use the aircon,
Yeah. Where?
I don't actually know how you turn it on, but it's already on,
It's already on
and
the
it
aircon.
shows here the temperature on each side.
Yeah.
So you can reduce the temperature just by pressing on the left-hand side there.
What happened, Kuya Kevin, if your screen it's gone? You cannot drive this car.
I think you'd be in a bit of trouble, yeah. I think you could probably drive, but it would be a bit confusing because this screen is really your...
Everything is in the screen.
everything's in the screen, and it's sort of your window to the outside world, because as you can see, it shows you where all the cars are relative to you. When you go into reverse, it shows you what's around you on the left hand side. So you don't have any of that if the screen goes. So yeah, I think if the screen went, you'd need to get it repaired pretty much immediately.
And it's not cheap, huh?
It probably wouldn't be cheap.
Okay.
You know, I can turn the Jeep around pretty much on this road. I could turn the Jeep. With this, to turn around on this road,
Yeah.
would take about 3 attempts.
So 3 turn.
Yeah. I'll show you when we get back.
What about, Kuya Kevin, the braking system? About this electric car?
I think the brakes are okay. It feels pretty much like any other car. The only thing I don't really like about it, and again, maybe it's a personal preference sort of thing, but with this car, as soon as you take your foot off the accelerator, it goes into brake. So that's automatic braking. Which personally I don't like.
The brake system.
Yeah.
So even you release your feet on the pedal, brake pedal, still braking.
Yeah. Yeah. It just feels strange.
Power is good, huh?
Power is good. I think it's because it's direct power. There's no transmission as such. Yeah, it feels very stable.
Stable.
Yeah.
So suspension wise is good.
Yeah, I think the suspension is good. Overall, the biggest drawback with the full EV is the distance that you get to a full charge, and the amount of time and how much it costs for the full charge.
So you cannot save a lot.
I don't think so. I'm always pressing the right hand lever for the indicator.
So this scenario, how many turn?
I'm not sure. That's a full,
Turn.
yeah. So here it was only 2, but I know that in the Jeep, which is a much bigger car, I can do that in 1 turn.
In 1 turn.
Yeah.